Hi everyone, my name is Victoria Kirby. My major is Italian Studies. I chose this major because Italy and its culture, its language are my passion. I am able to already utilize my studies in my job. I work as a flight attendant for American Airlines. I have worked for American for a long time. I fly to Europe a lot, and I fly to Rome and Milan often, and I get to speak Italian and get paid more for those flights as a speaker of the language. Um, Something I like to do is to travel. Obviously, I chose my job for this reason. I travel whenever I have the opportunity to do so, even on my layovers while at work. I often go out, cafes, museums, bars, clubs. I thoroughly take advantage of any opportunity to learn a new culture, a new city. Definitely travel is my passion, and Italy. I also like reading, and in fact, I'm reading a book in Italian right now, and it's really exciting because I get to read fluently, not having to look up every other word like I usually do when I read in Italian. So that's exciting. I also like to hike, and recently I hiked in the Sorrento Peninsula. Last year and the year before, I stayed last 2 summers in Italy for summer semesters, and I'm hoping to go again the next summer semester, which will be my last one, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, because then I'll just go back without having to study. I also enjoy yoga as well. I work out often, sometimes at the gym, although not University of Maryland gym. So no worries, Jessica, I won't see you there. And sometimes I cycle or do something at home. I am from Ukraine. I'm sure you hear an accent. So I speak Ukrainian, Russian, and now Italian. As far as thinking about gender in a conscious way, I would say that I started from early childhood because just in the way that I was constantly reminded and told how I need to behave and what is expected of me as a girl, what I can and cannot do, and what I can and cannot think. From then, I would say other life experiences in my travels, learning different cultures. I definitely could examine um, cultural prejudices, cultural expectations of gender roles. I would say um, also seeing experience with sexual violence. Um, Also thinking about gender identity, even in context of religion, how certain religions and churches define um, gender, and how um, certain things are allowed or not allowed to different genders. I'm referring my notes here as well, so excuse me. As far as my academic um, relationship with gender and communication. I'd say that I took one more course last winter that is related, which was 21st century slavery, human trafficking. In that course, again, very obvious was um, the gender identity. Unfortunately, in human trafficking, very often the victims are women and children, and we could see clearly see the inequality there. Um, Also, last semester, I did an independent study on contemporary Italian women authors, and the focus of my study was Italian patriarchal society and sexual violence and feminicide. Um, Also, last year in my Italian studies, I researched feminism in Italy, feminist movement in the 60s and the 70s. So those are probably my academic courses related to gender and communication. My question, or what I hope to achieve from this course, is can I look at gender categories in a positive way? It seems that I come to this class with a lot of negative experiences and negative concepts, and especially today with our president elect and his rhetoric about women being so relevant and disturbing to me. I would like to start looking, and hopefully, this class will allow me to look at gender categories in a positive way, perhaps how genders complement each other instead of focusing on um, their innate divisiveness. Also, from a historical standpoint, I would like to explore where do we move from here? How do we move on from where we're now in terms of um, gender inequality? Um, so that would be um, me in a nutshell. If I had to add anything, I would say that I also have two daughters, and I constantly worry about raising them in in our society and in the context of gender inequality and um, the way our society views women. So a little heavy and pessimistic, but that's where I am right now. And also, I guess I would note that as part of my job, I fly internationally most of the time, and I got in from Rio de Janeiro this morning. I have not had a chance to sleep yet. I've been up for, I don't know, over 36 hours. So that could have possibly affected my outlook today as well. I am looking forward to getting to know everyone, and I am looking forward to this course. And well, I'll see everyone later. Bye.